All right, we are trying to get uh, the damn chat deal working again, and it's not wanting to cooperate with us as usual. So we'll get in here and try to update it again and see if we can get it working. I don't know why this thing is always such a biatch to get working. It should all be working. I mean, it's still got Shelly in there, and I know I had somebody else subscribe, but I don't know how to purge it. I wish I did, but I don't. But I don't. Said it may take it up to 60 seconds to reply. Well, I don't know. Y'all say something in chat, I'll have to. No, I still didn't get no alert. That pisses me off. I get it working, and then it quits working. I get it working, and it quits working. See if it works now. Now it's working. That's weird. It has to be unlocked in order to work. That's just stupid as hell. All right. Yeah, it's working, Booger. I heard you, buddy. All I did was unlock it. That's it. I'm like, why in the heck ain't it? It don't make no sense whether it's locked or unlocked. It ought to work. Alright. This is not as strenuous as that damn swim park game. That swim park game can get on your nerves now. I mean, I straight up ain't lying. That game, whoops, I put it in the wrong one. Oh well, get rid of it. I can't sell trash. Yeah, I know. You'd think once you made the changes that it would just work. I mean, that's all I did was unlock it. That's it. Well, I'll take that back. I unhid it. It was hid. Maybe it don't work if you've got it hid. Look at all this crap backed up. So there's no room on the shelf. This is airplane day. Go sure I wanted to try that. I just never did. That's a little too steep for my blood. When I seen it, it was $49 or something like that, and I was like, that's too damn much. Okay, this on, this off. This is airplane day, right? Better be sure. Okay. It is airplane day. I mean, it's backed up from over here on this conveyor. So we got a hell of a lot of... We may break another record right here with the airplane. The airplanes is what I set the first record with. Of over 700, 7 something. Yeah, I thought about getting it, but man, that's kind of steep. I kind of like my ranch sim. I went on there today and I was shearing the shit out of them sheep. Taking the wool off of them. I went in there this morning and played it. It's multiplayer also, but I don't know how to really enable it. I accidentally enabled it somehow and got somebody on there and they started jacking with the crap I had, and I'm like, this ain't working out. They said they wanted to work on the ranch with me, and I said they're changing shit and I don't want them changing nothing. There got to be something in the settings I just didn't see. Yeah, this thing here may set another record. Remember, we had 600 and something when the doors locked. So we'll just have to see how many we get before the doors lock. Okay, that's off. So they ain't going no farther than right there. Okay. Everything else needs to go, go, go. Looks like it's off to a slow start, but we'll see. That's a lot of boxes right there. That box right there was hung. Y'all get on over. Quit causing problems. Yeah, I played that. You know, I can still play that water park, but as far as discovering everything it wants me to discover, or yeah, ranch got them damn sheep on it now, the regular ranch. I don't play the Southwest ranch. I don't like the dust storms and stuff. I play the regular ranch. I got a hell of a ranch. I got a system, and I just work it and work it. I don't know how I got so much money on there. I wish I knew a way to go in there and take some of it away. It got to the point I don't understand how much money I got. I can't read it. I mean, selling that damn blue cheese and meat, and now they got it to where you can sell the goat and stuff. But I wish they'd make it to where you could process the deer meat. They still haven't done that. Deer sausage is good. I'll vouch for deer sausage anytime. 208 and counting. And counting. Yee. This may be the day night we hit 750. I don't know. Yeah, I never get tired of ranch sim. Never. That ranch sim is just, man. It's just, I mean, the way I don't have but 13 milk cows, and that's fine. So that's enough to make, uh, that's enough to make 24 deals of cheese and have a little left over. And then when I get a can left over, that's when I go over and I grab one of my beef cows and I'll butcher a beef cow. I got 2 hen houses. My horses are worth now anywhere from 11 and 12,000, and I've got a field out there. 2 fields I grow sunflowers in, and they're $2,000 a pop. I shut off the oil well. I mean, I got tired of having to take time out of the day to go haul barrels to sell them. It's called Ranch Simulator. Oh, okay. You know, I went on there and looked at one of those. I was going through the categories on Steam, looking at the games and stuff, the top sellers. In one of those groups, Schedule 1 is still the top selling game in it. But I'm way far along in that. I'm worth over 10 mil. The only thing I do is load the shelves at the warehouse and put jars on the shelf at the barn. Everything else is automated. I just go and give it to the dealers. That was a slow game to get started. Yeah, it was a slow game to get started and get the money to get what you needed. $464. Nah, we was at 600 when the doors locked. And the doors locked and we're only at 480, but I just don't think we got enough boxes in here to go way over 700. Might get close 725, or may get made it in the high 600s. I don't know. Well, I didn't think I was gonna break a record, but I looked up there and when I looked up there at 1700 and that damn thing said it was at 604 or 607 or something like that. I'm like, shit. I ain't never had 600 when the door locked. Yeah, I got me a truck, a 4-wheeler, and then I got me one of those sports cars. I was like, I just spend this money and see if I can get rid of some of it. I started to go over and just buy sports cars and let them pile up on the lot. You had to buy a different color truck. I had about 4 or 5 different color trucks sitting up there on the lot, so I could get a different one each day. Hell, I got so much money, I got a truck for every day of the week. Yeah, 608. Only thing we're counting now is what's coming off that shelf. You know, I could be wrong, but I just don't think it's going to beat it. Because there's 608 and shit. The other one was higher than that when the door's locked. Yeah, little sucker, I learned how to build with that thing from a guy called RP. I watched one of his, and I took one of his ideas and modified it. And everybody's seen my ranch and damn, that's sweet the way you got it set up. Alright, we're just waiting on, I guess that box right there. 681, it'll be a low 700. But it ain't gonna beat the, no, it ain't gonna be a low 700. It's not even gonna make 700. Now that's gonna be all 681 boxes. Alright, we need to shut off airplane now. There. 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 Okay, airplane shut off. Everything submitted. Yeah, I got smart this time. I didn't buy no pigs. The second go around I started playing it, I didn't buy no pigs. I didn't buy no roosters, so I didn't have to go through the eggs to see if there's fertilizer. I just built 2 hen houses and I put 30 hens in each. Of course, it took a while to get the money to do that. So we ain't having not one mistake that day. Now we go through the process of building the shelves back up again, I guess. I think this is another truck and rail day. I love ranch sim, man. I got a dog that stays inside the fence. I got a cat in the house that shits everywhere. And then I got a Rottweiler that runs around outside the fence. I can't let the 2 dogs get together because for some reason one of them wants to sleep in the doghouse with the other one and they both get stuck and then they die. So I didn't understand that. I just didn't. What the hell? Oh, I seen that cash. I got. Alright, now let's see. Okay, I shut off airplane. I shut off. The boats are shut off. We're good to go. We're just doing truck and rail. So I can go back over there to my old spot. Woo! Yeah, I'm headed toward that 10 mil mark. Ought to be at might be at 7 mil after today. Yeah, I bought them damn pigs thinking I'd buy pigs and they'd multiply and I'd make money. And next thing I knew, I had pigs everywhere. I couldn't even buy them all. So I was like, the hell with this. I shot a few of them. Then I got some of them, I put them on a trailer so they wouldn't eat. I let them little shits die and then walked in there and butchered all of them and took them up there and sold the meat. I was like, ain't no way in hell. I said, it'd take me 2 weeks to butcher all these damn pigs. And then my milk cow population got out of control. So I had to build a little offense to put the male cows in so they wouldn't breed. Had to do the same thing with the beef cows. I think it takes three milk cows to make one full jug. So if I was in a bind and I wanted to make money, that's what I'd do. I'd build me a small pen, and I'd start off with 3 milk cows, and I'd milk them damn things, because you can milk them twice a day, in the morning, and you can milk them again after 1600. So that would give 6 blocks of cheese in the morning and 6 blocks of cheese in the evening, so you can make 2 cabinets and do 12 deals of blue mold cheese today. But that blue mold cheese is expensive. It's expensive. You don't really get, I think you get 4 pieces of meat out of the sheep. You get on the female, you get 3 pieces of meat, and the male you get 4 pieces of meat, like 4 or 5. And it don't sell for nothing, so it don't make no sense to butcher them. Just keep them around, and hell, just to have them. You know, shear them, sell the wool. You know, they're not really sheep ain't really, and goats ain't really a money-making deal unless you want to take their milk and mix it with something. But cow milk is better. It brings the price up more, I believe. Yeah, I know I've got more subs since Shelly joined, but for some reason that ain't updating either. And I don't know why. Don't have no idea why. Dee 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 dee. It's kind of bad when you want to go into your stuff and it won't let you. Uh-oh. Why did I do that? Now how do I go back to where I was? Hi. I shouldn't have done that on... Shouldn't have done that. Oh, good. There we go. No, that ain't what I wanted to do. How do I get back to where I was? There ain't a back button. And let's see. Damn. It's got a button where you can view your live stream. Copy stream link. Go to live dashboard. Oh shit, what the hell is this? Damn. Okay, I don't want to jack with that. I just want to know why I can't get back in. Nope, that's not what I want. Damn, you go live and so many more boxes pop up. Uh, well, I was in Streamlabs and for some reason it's got everything jacked up. I'm like, what in the hell is going on here? Okay, maybe it'll work now. 288. Yeah, my Streamlabs is just what Bonnie Walker's. Yeah, I can't figure out how to get back to my uh, I got everything but the stream. It's just not showing it. I don't know what's going on. I ain't gonna worry about it. Hell, I'm streaming. If it shows up, it shows up. It's working. That's all that matters. Let's get busy, baby. DJ Jazzy Jeff, the Fresh Prince. Yeah, I made a message. I got rid of some of my chats from Discord from some of the games, and Ranch Sim was one of them. I didn't want to do it, but I did. I made a comment on there. I said, "Hey man," I said, "make it to where I can put my stream in there and everybody can listen to country music while they're playing it." Load them boat shells up. I think Airplane runs one more time, but it ain't gonna break no record. Yeah, I did. I started off DJing in a 3D world. I bought and I own one of the oldest country and western clubs in that 3D world. I named it Club Stallion. And I DJ'd in there, and I won the best male country DJ for something like 7, 8 years straight. And then I finally just really got to where I didn't push that. I didn't really care whether I won it or not. So I didn't really worry about that no more. Let me see what's going on the next day. Yeah, let's stay at the plane. But they got on there, and I'll tell you that they got a song called Cotton Eye Joe Cajun Style, which says bullshit in it. You know, what'd you say? Bullshit. Stepped in what? Bullshit. Anyway, I was the only one that played that song. And then I had another, I played the streak and started running around the club with my avatar with no clothes on. So everybody else started doing it. And we set a club record. I think it was 21 or 27 avatars running around with no clothes on. And everybody likes to come around and see that. So 437 boxes. But most people, when you log into that place and you go into what they call transport, if you ask them if they know DJ Big Techs or if they know where Club Stallions is, I'd say at least 75% of the older ones on there, they know exactly who I am. We actually, I've raised what they call world money in there is called raise. And we raised a bunch of raise to help this family keep from getting kicked out of their, I think they were staying in a hotel. But we raised enough money to pay for another week so they wouldn't get kicked out. It just had a little baby, and I wasn't going to let that happen. So, at the drop of a hat, I just decided to say, I said, hey, let's see if we can raise enough money to see if we can help these folks out. And we did, and I went ahead and I had the money in the bank that we raised, so I sent him a MoneyGram, and I cashed out all the raise, and they sent me a check. So, and we raised money for all kinds of shit at different times, but I hadn't done a fundraiser on there in a long time. We're doing one tomorrow night. I have to DJ from, what is it, 6 to 10? I think it's 6 to 10 or 7 to 10. Something, I think it's 6 to 10. But we're doing a fundraiser for a girl I know on there. Been known her for 16 years. I got her phone number. But her husband has small cell lung cancer. And I ain't got a whole lot of money to send her, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to go and I'm going to dedicate 4 hours of my time to DJ for the folks that are going to be there. And it'll go over great. Always does. Any of my friends, if they have any kind of big event and it's going to be country, they contact me. I told them, I said, look, I said, I'm known as a country DJ, but I got 10,000 songs. I got hip hop, I got oldies, I got classic rock. People tell me, they say I'm a badass classic rock DJ too. Play some AC/DC and Van Halen, Ozzy Osbourne, Black Sabbath, ZZ Top, Cream, Clapton. I got all them classics, boy. I can rock a house. My classic rock club on that 3D World has lightning from the sky, and it's called Gangsters. So I'll play Gangsters Paradise, and right behind that I'll play Thunderstruck. I'll DJ for one club, and this guy I got on there, he said, he's a well-known DJ. He is the DJ of DJs, is what he said. But I like it. I love music. I always have all my life. There wasn't a lot of kids in my neighborhood. And I take and buy 45s and albums and just sit in my room and jam out and listen to them. Yeah, I got some songs that people never heard of. I'll browse YouTube and I'll find them, and I'll say that's funny, that's unusual, and they either like it or they don't. And I'll tell by their reaction whether I'm going to play it again or not after I play it. Well, we're at 6,910,000. Uh, hold on a second. Uh, only thing it shows on here is the donation deal. Hold on a minute. Let me, Discord, uh, create an invite, copy. That old link probably died, so that's why I'm copying this one and I'll send it to you in chat. That's the Discord. To anybody that's watching wants to join Big Tex Gaming on Discord, there it is. Sometimes we'll get on there and chat, and sometimes people will get on there and chat to each other. You know, the reason I made it, I wanted to get on every once in a while, and I might want to ask, you know, hey, what games do y'all want me to play tomorrow, or something like that, or, you know, people get on there and, you know, get to chatting and get to know each other, and that way when they come in here, they're not afraid to talk. They, you know, they'll say, hey, I remember you from Discord. Yeah, yeah, you know. I love it when people talk in chat. You got 6 people tuned in. Well, one mistake, huh? One mistake. Invalid denial partial was good for proof. I ain't worried about it. One box. If you click that link right there, it'll take you to the Discord. I sent you that's an invite. If you click on that link, it'll take you to the Discord and ask you to join. That's not the donation link. That is the link to Big Tex Gaming. I know. What I'm saying is that link, if you click on the link I put in there, it will take you to Discord, and it's an invite. And from there, you say it takes, you know, say like right now, I click on that link, it takes me to Discord, and it says, it has my picture there, and it says accept invite. You click the accept invite, and you're on Big Tex Gaming. The link, click the link in chat. The other link is for donations to support the stream. Okay, let me check it out. There it is. Gotcha. Thank you for joining the Discord, my friend. $463, and we're just running what, airplanes and trucks and rail today. That name in as you see in Discord, Booger, is my name in that 3D world. Because I have some more. I have a Discord for my club on there. I have the people that work in my club. I have one made for them, so everybody can't see it. That's it. That off, that on, that off. Let's see, what's the next day? I don't care that I had one. As much damn shit as I run through that machine, you think I give a crap if I have one or two that was bad? I really don't give a damn, darling. Oh. This is still locked. Whee! I locked the airplane. Let's see. Block. Gotta go to the rail. Okay. Gotta submit these. And I need to shut this off so the rail will stay put. Tomato. All right, 560, and that was just running what was left on the shelf. All right, we fixing to hit our 10 mil this next day. I don't care if we do got two wrong. Send them back through. We'll get them right the second time. It's funny though, because I can run truck and rail and plane. That last day, didn't have a problem one. Everything went through. I run truck and rail. Didn't have a problem. No mistakes. And now all of a sudden I open it and there's mistakes. So that tells me there's something wrong. You know, it has to be in the machine. They're all landing on the conveyor. Alright, this day is nothing but trucks. I'm gonna double check myself. There's that. The stop is on here. It won't go through. The stop is on here to send them to rail. The boat's still on stop. I always like double checking myself. I don't want to lose boxes I could be using on another day. Well, that was a bad jump. Let's rock and roll. Let's get this weekend over with. Build these boxes up. Uh-oh, I'm getting a text message, damn it. What's going on? Well, oh boy. I didn't know they got some pretty decent movies on YouTube, but they got ads. I watched one the other day. I think it was called Ice Road Vengeance or something like that. It's pretty damn good. But I didn't watch it on YouTube. uh, these boxes are taking forever. Arg. Yeah, I'm a pretty good old chap. my mom's family come from Ireland, and my dad's family come over here from England. My dad's side of the family, they done an ancestry deal and found out that we go way back to King Richard III of Normandy. So bow when you're in my presence. No, I'm just kidding. Oh shit. Yeah, it's my mom's side that comes out when I get mad. That Irish side. That's the side I like to keep kind of. It's a good side, but I like to keep that little meanness locked away. People tend to get hurt. I don't like that. Hey, I ain't lying. I was 56 the last guy I knocked out. So, cold turkey. He asked for it. Anyway, I'm going to take a short break. I'll be right back. Don't go nowhere. Keep an eye on my boxes and my box, counting my money, because my money, I'm hoping it'll go to 7 mil today, but it may not. We are right now supposed to be building up boxes for the weekend, and then we'll release them all next week. Huh. Wow. Yeah, I play Cargo Simulator, except I'm still having issues with the damn game. Anyway, let me take a short break. I'll be right back. I had to start it over, that Cargo Simulator, to actually get the damn shells to work right. Alright, but it hadn't been released yet. I'll be right back. Damn, I may have 7 mil when I come back. Woo! Alrighty, folks, I'm back. What we get? Ah, didn't make the 7 mil mark. Dag nabbit. Let's see. Well, see if we can get there doing this. Probably not. Alright, we gotta run one more day like this. 342 boxes. Then we can, ouch! Hit my damn knee. That sucks. I don't know how we get these tonight. Wrong, I don't worry about it. Ah, cool. Alright, one more day. Cargo type, one more day of truck. Lord. All right. Boats ain't building up much. Or rails not either, really. And after, because the rail usually loads up pretty good over the weekend. Shelby! Thank you very much, Shelby. Yes, 742 boxes. Booger was here to see it. Yep, old Booger was here. He was watching it last night when I broke it. It was the very last run I was going to do before I got off. So if you want to watch the record being broke, the stream I made, was it last night, either last night or night before last, if you go right close to the end of the stream, you'll see it. Shelby, that's Booger. He hangs around in here and he'll chat. We all chat together. Good old guy. Well, Shelby, how has your day went? Or evening or night? I don't know what time it is where you're at. I know it's 7:07 p.m. here. And don't forget, if you'd like to join, go ahead and I'd appreciate it if you give me a like, and if you want to subscribe. I don't know if my deal is updating now. Sometimes, last time it changed, it was Shelly, and her name has been there. And I'm gonna have to go in tomorrow and see if I can figure out why in the hell that ain't working. It was working one right after the other, then all of a sudden, poosh, it quit. Now wait a minute, that shouldn't be popping up there. Ha. Dee 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 dee. Huh. Oh, well, I ain't worried about it. I'll check it later. Yeah, I'm gonna have to move the chat up. I see that now. I was like, what the hell? That chat don't belong down there. Oh, yeah, she's studying. I'm studying. I'm watching these boxes is what I'm studying. My studying days are over. Really sucks too because, you know, I never did go to college. I got married straight out of high school, but I didn't know it. I found out later. My coach told me that there were a couple of schools looking at me for football, and my dumb butt didn't do that. I haven't seen that. I haven't seen that one. I'm gonna have to write that shit down. I gotta write that down. That sounds like an interesting game. Now, that's funny because my son is having a yard sale this weekend. I was going to go out there and get some stuff to take down there, but I ain't getting out in the rain. I ain't going to get out there in the mud and stuff. It's been raining. I got some stuff I can get rid of. Ah. She may stream here, she may stream there. No, don't do that rhyme. Don't do that rhyme. Oh Lord. Yeah, I'm one of those quick-witted guys that you didn't want to get into a cut-down contest with in school, so I'll never forget in the 6th grade when all that shit started. I made this one boy cry. Didn't mean to, but hey, he was coming in hot and heavy on me. I had to fire back. That's exactly what he is talking about. Yeah, somebody told me I needed to multi-stream, and I was like, I have enough problems keeping up with one chat. I ain't gonna have to worry about two chats. Well, guess I'll follow this box. Whoops, got another one coming. All aboard. Everything's loading up down there. We're done on this end. Claim my little one box. I like to clear those out that way. When I set a record, it's a record. It means that everything was clear. All right, now we can start a new week. You know, yesterday I had two mistakes. Today I have no mistakes. Go figure. I meant to ask you if you got the job. You said you was going for an interview, and I never got a chance to ask you if you got the job. Congratulations. Congrats are in order. Let all those rails off. I'll go down here and let these rails off. So all that can start unloading. Yep, it's backed up a little bit there. Not much back here. And away we go. I need to go down here. That's cool. Yeah, my trade was in the printing business. I started in the printing business in 1977, and usually when I went to get a job, they see my experience and they're like, "When can you start?" And then I went and I got the regular printing kind of got slow, so I went into printing labels, like go on store shelves and on boxes, like that big yellow and white square that goes on the box at Walmart, the pharmacy labels at Walmart. We done all those. We had 17 machines in the building, something like that. No, 14 machines, I think it was. But I ran one of those machines after I got a little older. But one guy sat there and I turned down a job in Florida when my kids were young. I got offered one in Florida and one in North Carolina. He goes, the one in Florida called me. He said, "Your resume is very, very impressive." He said, "If you can do everything you say you can do on here," he said, "I'll start you off at top pay right off the bat." I said, "Well, I didn't lie about nothing that's on there." I said, I might have to have a refresher course on a couple of them." I said, "But I've done all of it." There's a lot involved. Sometimes you'll run that stuff, you know, more than one wide. You'll have 3 or 4 webs coming out of that press, and they're numbered. And depending on how many is around on one sheet of paper, it determines what type of number machine you have to put on the paper. Some of them you run mod 9s is what we ran the most of. And what a mod 9 means, it means every other number machine has to be set, and it has to be like you start with 9, 18, 27, and then you get all those number machines set. That way when they cut them and they come out, they would line up perfectly. Yeah, well, you know what's funny? The guys that I work with went to work. Some of them went to work for different companies after I left, and they called me on the dang phone. Said, "My boss man wants to know if you want a job." I told him, I said, with stenosis in my back and neck, I said, if it's sitting behind a desk and not doing a lot of walking, I might. And then I found out I qualified for my disability, and I told him, I said, "Man, I had to struggle to get this." I said, "And I'm not going to screw it up." So just tell them if they need me to come in and need me to work on a machine, or tell them what they need to buy to fix a machine, or solve a problem. I said, "I'll do it, but it has to be cash. I can't come in there and work for paychecks." So they'll call me on the phone every once in a while. He will, or my other friend that works there, and they'll say, "Hey man, I got a problem. I need help." And he'll say, "Well, what's going on?" They'll tell me. I say, "Well, do this, and if that don't work, try this." And usually I never hear back from him because it works. He calls me once every 3 to 4 months. I was in my last company I was with, I was there for 26 years. I know they like what I did because they put up with all my bullshit. I'm one of those employees. I don't let you jack with me. I know my rights. I'll tell you to jump up my hind innie in a heartbeat. Damn. 336. But when we broke that, yep, it's called job security. I knew so much and was so good at what I did they might try to get me to do something I didn't want to, but most of the time they didn't have much luck. If they come over and kept jagging with me and giving me a hard time, they knew all I had to do is say, I'm sick, I'm going home. And there wasn't shit they could do about it. So most of the time they kept their mouth shut, left me alone so I'd stay there and work. You just got to know what they can and what they can't do to you. I mean, and you got to stay within the company rules. Hell, I remember when they used to hire supervisors, the supervisors come to me for help. And I was like, I said, I applied for your job and they wouldn't give it to me. He goes, why not? I said, because I don't put up with none of their bullshit, and they knew and they took me to the meetings that I wasn't going to listen to their bullshit. They didn't want me to, they want you to tell them what you're going to do to get them what they want. They don't want to hear what's wrong out there and why you can't do what they want you to do. I flat out told them in a meeting once. I said, your machines are not need to be fixed. I said, they're not up to date. They're not up to standard. And I said, you need to quit asking us to turn the machine up when it's about to fall apart. I said, we get the machines running at a good speed where it puts out good quality. Leave us alone. And they didn't like that. Got plant manager said, do we need to talk after the meeting? I said, no, we don't need to talk. I said, you're going to think what you're going to think. And I said, I know, and I'm going to think what I know. Because I work out there in the floor. I work in this mess. And that was the end of it. Everybody looked at me. They said, boy, you're going to get fired. I said, they ain't going to fire my ass. I said, you watch. When I leave here, I'll be quitting on my own accord. Those companies will play you. And if they yep, that's the truth. I mean, I had a machine out there. When you put a plate cylinder in there, they had latches on both sides that held this rod in to hold that plate in there. And I was having to take pieces of cardboard or chipboard and cut it up, or a piece of rubber to shove in between that rod and the latch to get it to stay tight. And, I told them, I said, I'll volunteer to come in and work for regular straight time, not overtime, with the maintenance man on the weekends and get this fixed. And they wouldn't do it. Hell, one of the maintenance guys told me he wanted me to apply for the maintenance job. And I did. And he come back, he goes, what'd you do to piss him off? I said, I called him a lying son of a bitch. I did. I told the plant manager he was a lying SOB right to his face. That head maintenance guy looked at me and said, that would have done it. I'm one of those guys, if I'm right, I'll stand by it to the end. But if you prove me wrong, I'll apologize 100%. Well, 6:40. Oh, let's see how backed up the airplanes are. Wow. 645 is what we're going to get. The airplanes are already backed up. The boats ain't backed up. By God, the airplanes are already. Man, and I still got a. Well, what could he do? He knew I told everybody in the plant what he did. Hey, I hit 7 mil, 101,000. And he knew that if he fired me, everybody would know that he fired me because of the damn truth. $72,482. Let's put it this way: after he lied to me, and then after he lost his job, after I did that, I was being treated like crap. They wouldn't fire me because I wouldn't give them a reason to fire me. So they was trying to do things to run me off. One night they even had me clean the toilets, trying to run me off. So I just went in there and took a brush, acted like I was a janitor, cleaned the damn toilets, went on about my business. And after that happened, I talked to one of the main guys. I talked to that guy, to his boss, that guy's boss. Well, after he got fired, the supervisors come and told me, they said, "Man," said, "I don't know what you did to piss him off." He said, "But what I told you to do," he said, "that wasn't my doing." I said, "His instructions to every supervisor was, do what you got to do to make him quit." And I didn't. He lost his damn job. His name was Ronan. He was from Israel. He was an Israeli fighter pilot before he come over here. Well, I just stand over here so I can keep an eye on that. The boats are running with everything else today. $7,101,359. We're trying to get to 10. If we break a record along the way, and after I get to 10, shit, I'm gonna keep going. I'm looking for that, seeing if he has. I'm gonna see if he has enough digits in this game. Yeah, that's true. You got to stand. Some jobs will not give them 2 hoots and a handy. But I'll tell you how bad it was. My wife had cancer, and she was living with another guy, and I took her back to take care of her. But while she had cancer, my son was run over by a car. He went under the front and out the back. He had a broke pelvis. A broken femur, a crushed pelvis, 3 cracked ribs, a skull fracture, a broken arm, and he had screws in one of his elbows. So he's at home now. My wife passed away. I had to take off. I had to miss work for 5 months taking care of them both, my son, because she couldn't, because she had cancer. Oh yeah, yeah, I know. But anyway, I took care of her. Uh, then after she passed away, my son still had the metal screwed in his bone on his leg, and they're going to have to do surgery to take it out. So the doctor told me that I'd need to be with somebody would have to be there with him for about a week or two, and then he'd be fine. So I went up to work and I told him I was going to have to miss a week, maybe two, and I said, I got to take care of my son. Well, the next night after he told that boss, the one I'm talking about that got fired, he come out. That supervisor come back out there and told me that he said that plant manager said that if that I needed to find somebody to come over and watch my boy while I was working, or I needed to carry him to somebody's house so they could watch him. I turned around and I slammed my hammer down on the table. I said, I want to tell you what. I said, you tell that son of a bitch that if he fires me because that falls under emergency family medical leave. And I said, you tell that son of a bitch if he fires me, I'll have his ass in court so fast it'll make his damn head spin. I said, you tell him I said it. Next thing I knew, I was taken off and I come back to work. Not a damn thing happened because he knew he couldn't. That's emergency family medical leave at the highest. I know, I said his mom passed away and he's all I got. I said I'm all he's got, so I ain't doing that to him. I wish that plant manager had come out there and told me that. I'd have knocked his short little ass halfway across the building. He always sent somebody else to sent one of the supervisors to do his dirty work. And if they didn't do it, they would have lost their job. Some supervisors are not as mean as you think they are. There's somebody behind them pushing their button. They have to do what they're told or they're not going to have a job. Yep, shit rolls downhill and it always falls on the employees. Man. What a backup. I just stay at it. It's just like mine. I had it set up and I thought, oh man, this is perfect. Look how many boxes I'm doing. And then I'd look and I'd say, if I did, I'd watch the conveyors and I'd be like, if I did this, I'd get more boxes in. And then I'd do that. Oh man, look at this. Yeah, I'd got more boxes. And then I'd look and I'd watch the box flow on the conveyor, and I'd be like, you know, if I did this, I could get a few more boxes in here. And that's how I went about building this like I got it. And honestly, I could do one more thing, but I'm not touching it. I'm not touching it. I mean, the boxes are flowing. The only backup I have is right here. Right in this area. Because they get going in this machine right here. Just about. I got a little room right here. And I got a little room over here. I actually put one of these machines here and upgraded the launcher once. And it would actually launch it over all these onto the conveyor. And I was like, I don't need this. They all done down there. 512. See, I do this one, take the good ones off for less traffic. Over here, I pull truck and rail off and run them through the whole process. I started just to use that door and pull everything off and just run them through here. But I'm like, why? I got 2 sets over here that'll do it. As long as the box flow stays like it is, I'm not going to mess with it. Alright, I need to turn this off right here. Yeah, it would be nice to sell the original. You know, it'd be nice to sell some of the original stuff and it show that you bought it and it not counting against you. There's 550, 565, 590. $5.95. $6.03. $6.04. That's it. Yeah, that's kind of like in high school. Everybody was... Okay, Booger, I'm fixing to take a break myself. Yeah, I've been taking a short break, go get something. Go to the men's room and I'll be right back. But, you know, that's kind of like in real life. I got in high school, they're like, ain't you taking algebra? I said, why? I said, when am I going to need to add A and B? I said, no. I said, I'm taking fundamental math and advanced fundamental math and getting math out of the way. So I got all them out of the way, made A's all the way through it. But anyway, I'm going to take a short break. I need to get up and stretch these old bones a minute, get these old knees going, go to the men's room, and I'll be right back. And we're going to start another day, and we're going to open up all those backed up airplanes and see if we can break another record. Yep, that's true. If you would, please take this time to give me a like, and if you'd like to subscribe, hit that subscribe button. Why it's not changing is beyond me. I have asked questions about it on Steam and everywhere else. They don't seem to have a damn answer. But I'll be right back. Okay, folks, thank you for waiting. Uh, I want to, since I know we probably got some new people in here, I'll go through here, walk you through the plant and show you my setup. Here at this door, we have rail and truck and discard that back here. I'll pull off rail, I'll pull off truck. Send them through here, the good ones, go this way. Then if it's a rail, it goes to this rack. Yeah, if it's a rail, it goes to this rack and then comes off the other end, goes back around and through the chute. Trucks that are good, they will come out and hang a left. And they go down and just automatically go to the chute. Discards go out the back. The one that does no inspection sticker at all, they come out, hit the conveyor, go down to the first set of inspection machines. So anything that don't have any kind of sticker on it automatically heads down there. That's the first door. Second door comes out, they all go in here with no inspection set up. The first door here, it's the same setup as I got in front of door number 1. It pulls off plane, pulls off boat. They take the plane and boat, it checks them, and if the good ones come through here, they just go right on. They don't need a sticker anyway. These two here. Down there I got truck and rail. Here I got truck and rail. For that door I got truck and rail. It sends them all through these machines. And it checks them. Now on the back side, well, right here I got where it pulls the rail off here, send it to this rack, and it'll come off the other end and go on the door, or I can use a pauser on the other end and stop them and leave them on the racks. Trucks always run. They come down, hang a left, go by the racks, go down in the chute. Here we have, if it's a boat, it comes off here, and it's all color coded. Blue is boat, purple is plane, red is reject. They go on here. And if they don't run, I stop them right there. Over here, they come down through here. I turn this. Let's see, what runs today? Planes. Okay, planes run today, so I'm going to stop this one, which will force the boxes to go straight and into the chute. Now, when planes are not running, I stop this one. It makes them take a left. I turn this one on. They go straight to the racks. Another pauser right here that stops them. So that's kind of my setup. And of course you got the discard, and I got my little, if it needs a sticker, when it goes through here, it puts the rejection sticker on it. Now, I had thought, you got 3 slots for 3 different games. My next thought was to take and put that inspection deal and start a brand new game, put an inspection deal like I got by door 1 in front of each door, which would pull all the good off. And it would send them to a conveyor for the good. All the others would get routed right down through the middle of the plant, and I would set up color-coded racks on this end. They would go into them, they go off of them, and they go back over here to 2 sets. And I'd have 2 sets like this, and then I'd have 2 more sets like this. And then they would be routed through those 2 sets according to how I wanted them to go. Yeah, it is. It's pretty darn detailed. Boats run today. And, I've already run the boat. But that's my little setup. And, like I said, I've thought about doing this in front of each door. And then having the good stuff and head down to the other end of the building and then have them inspected down there. There would be 4 from this end, and then these 3 doors will come out and join in the fun. So, you know, but why should I mess with it? I mean, I've got, you know, I got 742 boxes that it done run through here. Why would I want to jack with it right now? I'm having too much fun. I don't care if I do get some that are rejected. Out of 600 or 700 boxes, you get 1 or 2 that's rejected. I mean, what's a big damn deal? Don't bother me one iota. Let's go to the next day. I guess me working in a factory where I had stuff coming off of a machine. It went into a stacker. They was weighed, counted. They were counted, weighed, put in a box, shrink wrapped, and put on a pallet. Kind of helped my thinking. Yeah. But I still have to have the inspection here, here, in front of the other doors. And instead of breaking off to the machines here, they would come down through here and load on racks facing long ways. And then they would travel down through there and onto here. I mean, it's just a thought, an idea, but I haven't completely thought it out. I got to make sure I got this set right. Airplanes run today. So I think I turned them on over here to go straight. But I didn't turn them on here to go in. That's a nice little record to have, though. Come on in, boxes. Stand right here so I can keep an eye on this for any jam ups. I don't care if I get any 1 or 2 boxes rejected. Anything other than that, usually I forgot to clear a chute. As far as that goes, I could put one in front of each door, and where the three doors are, have that set up for with the 2 machines like I got right in front of me, and then for the doors, the 2 doors down here, have a setup like I got at the other end for those 2. But the launcher made me take up a lot of room because they have to launch over and they have to have a long enough landing strip. It's clear. Clear for takeoff. I'm sitting over here kind of watching it on my laptop and watching it here. You see, I don't see it backing up on those no more either. Let me go watch it when they load on the boat. Let's see if it backs up. Yep, it still does. See, the directional arrow, I consider is the flow of the boxes. If I put the directional arrow this way, let's change it. The long arrow, I'm going to point it that way and see if it backs up. No, yeah, it still backs up. I wonder what would happen. Let me see. I don't think I've got an extra one. I'm getting another idea. Lord help us. Lord help us. I'm getting another idea. Let's see. Shop. Automation. Go down. I'm just going to try something. It may not work. It may work. We'll see. We're going to try something. We are going to take this pauser. This may stop the backing up. Put it this way, turn the pauser on. Let's see if that keeps it from backing up. It should. I guess now I got to get a box to try it. There's one. Let's see if it'll keep it. Yep. Look at there. It didn't back up. It did over here. So if I put a pauser behind each one of these, it won't back up. Now, do I have? I got room to do it over here. It don't do it there. Well, why in the hell does it not do it over here? Now wait just a damn minute. Now it backed up that time. Didn't back up that time. Well, that's the way I got these others set. Why in the hell are they doing it? That one didn't. Maybe I didn't have them pointing the right direction. I guess I didn't have them pointing the right direction. I don't know. Let's see if these over here do it. Oh, it won't do it because I ain't got no boxes coming this way. But I got... Yep. They're working now. I'll leave that pauser there, give me something to stand on. Ha! 543. Yeah, I noticed that, Shelby. Looks like it's working. No more backing up. That was one of my main complaints about those damn things. And I heard him say something about it. I guess he fixed it. And I just didn't notice it till now. Now I got to check all those. $6.23. $6.36. $6.44. That's $6.57. Okay, these got to go on the rail tomorrow. And there's 8 more. $6.65. Ah, cool. Yeah, you know, that was one of my issues with some of the way I had it set up for the where it picked airplane and all that stuff is they'd back up. $6.68. $6.74. Hey, that's not bad. Not bad at all. With one incorrect. I don't even care. I don't even care. Oh boy, what we got now? Just truck and rail. Well, we didn't break no record, but make sure that's turned off. Check on these. Nope, wrong direction. Now they should work. Let's see. Well, boats are shut off. Rails running. Truck is running. Airplane shut off. We're good to go. Oh. Well, won't break a record this week. Maybe the next. I think what I'm going to do is go to the Steam page and where they have new subscribers, I'm just going to create a new box, delete the old one, put the new one in, and see what happens. I don't know why it's not updating new subscribers, and it really upsets me because if they're supposed to work. I mean, I haven't done nothing to it since Shelly subscribed. So, I mean, it really, really, really upsets me that it's not. Let's see. Subscriber. It's unlocked. It's not hidden. I don't understand. I unlocked everything in that box. Alright, see you in a minute, Booger. Hey, the Shelby and Booger both in here. I actually get to see people talk to each other. That's just like that, the chat alert. It's working now, but in the morning, it may not be working. It's weird. Just like in the just chatting deal that I had, the chat was working great. And now, it ain't working worth a flip. I just don't get it. Yeah, I got them boxes moving. Yeah, Shelby, I know, but somehow the chat alert, like I say, it's working right now. But I can shut the stream down, shut the computer off, start it up in the morning, and the chat alert won't work. I don't understand. that the chat alert is something that I depend on to let me know when somebody's talking. I had some guy come in here, and there was nobody in here for the longest, and he come in and started trying to chat. I never knew he said a word. I was listening for the chat alert. I just happened to glance over. Yeah, they're working now. Oh, sweet. I mean, I'm like, why ain't the chat working? It was working last night. So after I shut the stream down, I go in to that chat page because I have it saved in my web browser. And I go in there and I'll turn something off and I'll turn it back on. I'll hit save changes and copy the URL and put it back in there, then the damn thing works. I shouldn't have to do that every day. Well, it done the same thing in OBS. Now, if it was just that chat deal and I only had one chat in there, it worked all the time in regular OBS. But when I went to add the new overlays and all that stuff, it just fried the brain of OBS and it don't know what to do. Yeah, they told me to, when I asked them about the new subscriber, they told me to disconnect from the sign out of my Yahoo account and sign back in, and it would update. I'm like, why should I have to do that? Your stuff should work. It's just like that, not the next night, but the next. Somebody else subscribed, because I've had 7 new subscribers since Shelly subscribed, and none of them had showed up. I quit using OBS. I'm streaming with Streamlabs now. It's easier for me. I like Streamlabs because I'm able to put them in a folder and just click the folder and drag everything. I can take that's just like if I play my next game, if there's stuff at the bottom that I want people to see, I can just click on the folder for those for that and drag all of them right up to the top. I don't have to move them individually. I made them a little bigger than I should have, maybe, because they were so small nobody could have seen their name anyway. And what I wanted to do is take the name and put it in the center, and then click center in the box on the settings, and when somebody joined, it would put their name in the center instead of left aligned like they got it now. But what I wanted Streamlabs to do was to call or get into a chat with me and say, okay, what is it you want me to look at, what is it you want me to do? And then let them take control of my computer and say, okay, I want it to do this. And it's their product, so they could go in and they could do it. And then after they got done with it, it would be fixed. Because I like this layout. I really do. There's only one other one that I liked, and I'm not as crazy about it as I am this one. Why are they still... Oh, no. I forgot to turn that off, and all that shit went into... I got 32 bad ones because Airplane went in there, and I forgot to turn it off. Good Lord. Oh, well, I don't care. Won't be no record set when I run the airplanes. Damn it, boy. You wasn't thinking. It's your setup, and you know damn good and well when you jack with these, you got to jack with this. And you didn't do it. You took 32 that you could have had for your next record and just wasted them. Well, he thinks it may be in my YouTube settings. I didn't know where in the YouTube settings it showed subscribers. So much for that. No, I don't know. Like I say, I had the problem in OBS doing that, with regular OBS. And what I did is I deleted the box for subs that come with the package. And I went in there and added the sub from the Streamlabs page, and I made it web enabled, and then I copied that code, put it in there, and it worked. And then it quit working again, and I thought maybe since it was in the package that it would work, but it worked once or twice, and that's it. Damn it, the trash. Now you can go turn the airplanes back on, you big dummy. Can't believe I did that. Well, I need somebody to find out, because they're not telling me shit. They're not really, what they're telling me is not helping me. I guess you could, I don't know, because, you know, I understand quite a bit about it, but some of it I'm like, why ain't it working? And then you put it in web-based and it'll work while you're streaming that next stream, but after that it just stops, like it disconnects from it. It's like when you stop that stream, it disconnects. And the next time you want to do a stream, you have to go in and copy that URL and put it in there. Because see, what they send you in the package for chat or for uh, your updates from your subs and stuff is not web. It's not web based. So that's why I made it web based. Maybe that's why it's not working. But it's not. It's not even the new subs. They're not even showing on the my page where it showed when you. It usually shows the subs there, but it's not even showing them there. Maybe you got to sign in, sign out every day. I don't know. But good Lord, when he told me you could disconnect from YouTube, it took me forever scratching my butt and my ass trying to figure out what happened. So I went and I had to trying to figure out how to get it to reconnect. It could have something with YouTube doing sending the info to. You know, I just noticed watching this here. Let me go over and watch this other one. That these here don't back up no more. They just turn and go where they're supposed to go. Great job. He done a great job. He fixed them just like they needed to be fixed. Yes. Yeah, it may be what I have to do. And I may have to do it each time I stream. Because after my last stream, chat notifications was not working. So I went in before I streamed this time, made a change, saved it, copied the URL, and put it in there, and it worked. So maybe I have to put a new URL in there every time. Somebody that streams once a day now, it may not affect, they may not even notice it. But I stream, 2 to 3 times a day. And I honestly need to start taking a break and stream maybe twice a day. Because people get used to seeing me 3 times a day. And then all of a sudden I'm not on there but twice a day, and it hurts the subscriptions. People don't show up. Buddy of mine, he only streams at nighttime. But I can't start early like I'd like to because of taking care of my stepfather. So I try to stream during the times I'm not taking care of him. Yeah, I think that's what that guy was telling me. That in order to get my updates, I needed to sign out, go to Streamlabs, and sign out of YouTube, and reconnect to YouTube again to get the updates. I mean, it's ridiculous. You shouldn't have to do that. but I can't see that it's Streamlabs that's not updating the subs, because the subs happen from YouTube. So YouTube, they have to get the subs from YouTube and get the information over to Streamlabs before the information will pop up. So if I can figure out where to go on Streamlabs to do that tomorrow, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to figure out where in the hell it is I'm connected to YouTube. Wait a minute. I wonder if when you open it up, you know, you click go live and it has the little buttons on there for where you want to stream live to. I wonder if you turn that off and close it and then open it back up and hit it again, if that'll work. Alright, hun. I'll play around with it myself, and if I find out anything, next time I see you, I'll let you know. I'm not going to try to do it all at once. I'm going to attempt one thing, and then I'll try it, and if that don't work, I'll try something else until I figure out what works. I mean, I shouldn't have to do it, but if I need to do it, and I know I need to do it, I'll do it before I stream till they get it fixed. Because I am a member of Streamlabs and I can ask questions and get support. But I guess I need to figure out how to ask them, because they got that automated chat bot, and I don't want no automated chat bot. I want a real person. It would be nice if they would call and I could talk to them and tell them what I'm thinking, and then them telling me, yeah, that's what it is. This is what you need to do. But you can't get them on the damn phone. You can only get them in that freaking chat box. I guess I could go on there and tell them, hey, I'm paying good money. I ought to go on there and tell them, hey, I'm paying good money for this, and if I don't get somebody on the phone to talk to fix my problem, I'm fixing to cancel my subscription, and the next time I stream, I'm going to give some very bad reviews to Streamlabs. Welcome back, Booger. Yeah, we're talking about why we're not getting our notifications updated from YouTube to Streamlabs. We're thinking we may have to sign out of YouTube and sign back in order to get the updates. We're not certain whether to do it through the website or when it asks you where you want to stream, if you can turn that off and turn it back on and it automatically updates. We're not sure. We're trying to figure out what we have to do, because we don't know. It's like I told her, Streamlabs is getting their update information from Yahoo. So I don't think it's Streamlabs and Yahoo, somehow or another, the program is not joined together like it should be. Now submit those suckers and do this shit right. You turn that on, that off, and that off, you big dummy. 508. We don't quite understand. You know, she's going to try to do some research, and I'm going to try to do some research to find out if, because one day I told him I was having problems with my chat, and he told me, he gave me a link, told me to go to that page and delete Yahoo, and then he said go back into it and approve Yahoo again. And when I did, I got my update for that one stream. So I'm trying to figure out what me and her are going to have to do to get our chat updates and our subs updates and members updates and stuff like that, because we're not getting them. You know, Yahoo gets the information from the subs, and somehow or another it's supposed to transfer to Streamlabs, but it's not happening. I was telling her this chat, I had to go in. The chat that originally came with this layout was not web-based. It was built within the system, and it just didn't work. It worked, but then it quit. So I went to the web page, because I have it saved where I had it in OBS, and made one little change, clicked save, copied the URL browser, made a URL browser in Streamlabs, put it in there, and the chat started working. The very next stream, chat quit working. I went back, copied the URL, put it in there, it started working. I shouldn't have to do that for every time I freaking stream. So I don't know what to do, what to check, and you can't get any straight answers from them big dummies. All they got an automated chat bot that tries to tell you where to go, and then if you keep telling it, no, that didn't fix my problem, then a tech will get on there and chat to you, but he acts like he don't want to do it. I need somebody, you know, that'll call me on the phone and say, okay, this is what I'm doing. This is what I want it to do. This is what it's doing. Will you please tell me how to fix it? Oh, yeah, I know what's going on. This is what you need to do. And then, you know, I'll know to do it. But don't sit there and expect me to figure out what's going on my own. Shit. Trucks only run today. Turn that off. Got to go down to the other end. Turn it off down there. I'll double check my... So I'm going into Streamlabs and my sub feed update from last night, but only 3 out of the 10 new subs have shown up. So I think it does depend on the privacy of the person that subs too. Oh boy. Hold on a second, hon. Give me just a second. I've already had to send there's the link. That is the link to the Discord for Big Tex Gaming. Airplane off. No more airplane. That goes that way. Yeah, I'm in there, and Sinful is in there. See, I stopped it there, and that goes on the rack. I don't need to worry about stopping it here because it stopped there. Boat's already stopped. Okay. Stopped here, going to the rack, stopped there. Then I gotta get this one, that one stopped. Goes so it won't come off the rail. We're good to go. Yeah, but I don't know, something ain't right somewhere, and either I'm not seeing it or it's just completely screwed up. One or the other. You silly outfit. That is the Discord. Anybody wants to join Big Tex Gaming, click on it. Come on in. I'd appreciate it. You give me a like on this. And if you hadn't subscribed, go ahead and subscribe. Me and Shelby, or if anybody else got any ideas, we're trying to figure out why our subs and all that is not working. And sometimes the chat alert won't even work unless I make a change and copy, and it's a mess. But we're having a hard time figuring out what's going on. Yeah, I don't even see the new subs in my overlay in Streamlabs. So there's a malfunction somewhere. But I love the Streamlabs OBS. It's just not connected to YouTube. OBS is the same way. I cannot get the subs and stuff to work. That's why I come over to Streamlabs. I figure, oh, it's their product, so it'll work. But I figured it's something between YouTube and Streamlabs is not jiving. Yep, it does. Right now I made a boo-boo, and I can't even see my, right now I don't even know how to get through here and see my stream. I done something, and, I don't know what, but, it's not working. Dashboard home is where I need to go. Got 3 alerts. I'll have to read those later. But anyway, yeah, I need to do some more in-depth reading on Streamlabs. But I really like the way he got the directional deals fixed on everything. It don't even back up on here now. It just turns. Don't back up at all. That's cool. But what I need to do, I think in the morning, instead of doing a morning stream, I'm going to spend more time on Streamlabs. Now I may run some tests. If y'all see me, it'll say, I may put in there, Streamlabs test or something like that. And I might be on, but I might be running tests trying to get shit to update. Because you guys out there, you subscribe, I mean, your name should be able to pop up here to show you subscribe. When people, this is what I got. Now, I haven't got enough watchers or viewers to have memberships, but I put memberships on here for future use. So, if somebody becomes a member, their name ought to pop up there. If somebody donates money, it should pop up there in the middle to support the stream. That's supposed to be set up with the link down there. It has the Streamlabs link on it. When somebody donates to that link, their name is supposed to pop up in there. And when a new member joins, their name should pop up right there where it says Shelly P. And it's not doing it. And sometimes your chat, the color chat, it won't work, and the chat notifications won't work. And we're trying to figure out what's going on with that. I'm going to take a little time off in the morning and see if I can. I'm going to do my best to try to get them to call me. I'm going to keep telling them, even if I understand, I'm going to tell them I don't understand. Could you call? I mean, they got a ton of videos and stuff you can watch, but there's an issue somewhere, and I'm sure they know it. I'm sure people have complained about it, and they're probably looking for an answer, and we'll have a future update because this Streamlabs OBS is fairly new. But it's a pretty awesome deal. I mean, for I know $27 sounds like a lot. But when you stream as much as I do, I have access to every overlay they got. Every one of them. And, that's big in a way. Because Halloween rolls around, I can updo a Halloween. 4th of July, I wasn't with Streamlabs, but I got uploaded one that had a firework theme. This theme right here, I love it because I game. They got one called Gaming Room, but it's too detailed and too motiony. I try not to get anything that has too much motion in it because some people have problems with looking at stuff that moves like that or is too bright, that it messes with their eyes and gives them a headache. And I know that because the 3D world I'm in, I design clubs and stuff in there. And I designed the club, and a lady messaged me and she said, I wanted to stay, but I can't. She said, your floor, she said, it messes with my eyes and gives me a headache. And I asked somebody else, they said, yeah, it is kind of spurly looking. So I turned around and I was like, okay, I'll just change it. And that fixed everything. Alright. I'm sorry I'm rambling on about this Streamlabs, but it's been a pain in my ass trying to get this, because I depend on chat notifications to let me know when one of y'all say something. I depend on it a lot. Okay, folks, we have run one day with nothing but truck. We'll wait until tomorrow to run it with truck. And if you want to join Discord and shout at me there, feel free to. But I did something a while ago that I hit some button and everything. I was trying to look for something in the Streamlabs app, and next thing I knew, my whole damn cover was gone. I thought it disconnected me. But anyway, I will be back tomorrow, probably sometime, hopefully around noonish. I hope I get all this figured out. I want this stuff to work, and if there's something I need to do before I start streaming, I need them to let me know. But hey, I had a lot of watchers tonight. Did y'all notice that? Man, I had, I think it was 11 at one time, or 10. Started out with 147 subs. Started out with 147 subs and still got 147. Yeah, all the OBS plug-in does, it plugs into OBS. That's all it does. It don't do nothing else. It's not a plug-in for the Streamlabs streaming. It's a plug-in for OBS. I've already got that, and that's when my problems with my regular OBS really started. And you know, I don't want to jack with nothing, but anyway, can you believe this? It is 9 o'clock at night, and I got notifications coming from Temu. They're fixing to get their notifications turned off or their app deleted. But I was going to go into just chatting and chat with you, but looks like that's impossible. But anyway, I'm going to get off here. We didn't set no new record, but we did set one the other night, and Booger was here watching 742 boxes. Shelby was here the last time I hit a record. Shelby and Booger are pretty regular in here, and I appreciate them. And I thank them from the bottom of my heart, and y'all too, for coming and taking time out of your day or your evening or night to spend time with me watching my stream. But well, they do have a notification for that, but it also says that it'll work with YouTube if it's connected. Oh, that's okay, but it may be like for Twitch, but you know, it has a connection for y'all. If you make something and it's for one thing only, you should have that one thing only to connect to. But this has YouTube, it has Twitch, X, and something else. I don't even know what the hell X is. But anyway, I'll talk at y'all later. I got to get out of here, go get me a shower, get ready to go to sleep, because I got to about get up early in the morning he wants me to go buy him some breakfast in the morning, and then I got to go grocery shopping. So I'm gonna try to. I'll mess with this Streamlabs as long as until it just aggravates the pee-off out of me, and then I'll probably just say, oh, the hell with it, and start streaming. But anyway, we'll catch y'all sometime tomorrow, I'm sure. Shelby, Booger, y'all got me in the Discord. Feel free to holler anytime. We'll talk at y'all later. God bless. Take care. Thank you for taking time out of your day. I appreciate a like. Subscribe, please, and that'll help me get to where I need to be. It's old Big Tex from down here in North Central Texas.